individually, who stood out for you tonight?
Well, Ghost scored a couple of nice goals, but there were others involved in those plays. But I thought his play was good, was solid. I thought Cousins battled awful hard tonight. It wasn't. There were ups and downs in this game, so I don't know if there's a bunch of individuals that really stepped out. But those are a couple of guys that, effort-wise and on Ghost's part, execution-wise, stood out.
What have you seen from Medvedev in these first few games, or I'm sorry, in the first few days of camp, just in terms of his adjustments to the North American style and whatever your systems have been implemented so far?
All the way through, I've seen a confident player. He's, we talked 2 or 3 days ago. I said he's an intelligent young man. And he's got excellent hockey sense. He's got good playmaking ability and real good poise on the ice. He's got an escapability to him to elude forechecks and then make plays that push the puck up ice. Obviously highlight reel is the goal that he scored tonight from up top. But probably the biggest thing I like about him is his presence and his hockey sense and his ability to make plays.
What are you doing to help keep this from all being overwhelming to him? New language, new rink, everything's so new.
Well, I think it's what he's done. The amount of time that he's spent over here during the summer, working to learn and become a little more comfortable with the language. How hard he's worked to become a good teammate, and because of that, teammates reciprocate. They've taken him in, and I think he's a guy that's really well liked in the room. Those are all things that help the adjustment. You try to give every player as much support as possible, and I think Medi has good support from the organization and great support from his teammates.
Speaking of adjustments, Ivan Provorov during the game tonight, he looks like he had maybe a little bit of nervous play in the first period, but then seemed to settle in as the second period and later period settled on. What were your thoughts on his play today?
Well, I think you can look at us as a team. Actually, we ran into some rough spots in the second period. And I think everybody was involved in that. Probably may have, he was involved in 1 or 2 of those plays, but I like his confidence level. Things don't, haven't gone all right for him in the first couple games here, but he's got a real strong will about him, and he bounces back and goes out and plays the next shift. And I think maybe that's what you're speaking to. A couple bumps in the road, but it doesn't destroy his game. He's a mentally strong young man.
You probably heard that the Flyers have been dreadful in shootouts here pretty much forever. Do you like the 3-on-3? Is it better than?
Well, it was. I do. I like the idea of it. We didn't. There wasn't a ton of excitement to it tonight. Obviously, we went to a 4-on-3 penalty kill and did it. I like the way our guys worked to survive that on tired legs after 5 hard days. So I don't know if we got a true sample of it tonight, but I like the idea of it. I think it's more of a team-orientated way to end a game, and I think most games will end in that 5-minute session before the shootout.